Hello, welcome to Spy Math, and this is another Ti-84 tutorial. In this case, we'll be going over how to find the mean, median, standard deviation, and other important statistical values on graphing calculator. Also, how to create a box plot on the graphing calculator. Let's begin. Okay. So we want to input this list into the calculator in order to analyze it and get what we call numerical summaries, which contain the list, the median, mean, sum, different types of numerical summaries. So in the previous video, I showed you how to input a list one way. So I'm going to input a list in a little bit of a different way. Where you hit second, parentheses. You get this curly brace, second, parentheses. Then you type the numbers 14, comma, 7, comma, 6, comma, 5, comma, 12 until you get the whole list put in. You follow along with your calculator. I'll come back in a second once the whole list is put in. Just pause the video. And then I put almost all the values in besides the last one. So just to go over where the comma button is right next to the parenthesis button. Oops. Make sure you don't put extra commas. 7. Hit second. Close. Parenthesis, the second square bracket. Then you hit store. Store it in the list. You want to store it in this case second list 1. Hit enter. And you have your whole list put in. And let's go over how to find different values using this list. So the first thing you do is you hit second, list, and you go over to where it says math, and you could find the minimum of the list, the maximum of the list, the mean of the list, the median of the list, the sum of this list, the product of all values in the list, the standard deviation of the values list, and the variance. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you wanted to find the standard deviations list, which is opposite of 7. You hit enter. You hit second 1, put it inside the function, close parentheses, and it gives you the standard deviation value to 9 decimal places. Let's say you wanted to find something else. You do second step, go over to math. Say I wanted to find the median, type in the number 4. When that gives you the median, put the list value inside, hit enter, 9. One more thing, you do also the mean, say second stat. Go over to mean, option 3. Hit stat again. In this case, sorry, second stat gives you option 1. Hit enter, close parentheses, and that gives you the values from the list. So that's how you find the individual values. But let's say you wanted to find what we call a typical 5-number summary, which includes the first quartile, the second quartile, which is also known as the median, third quartile, which we didn't get any of these values, so you can find what we call the IQR, the interquartile range, or the range itself. And you want the calculator to do all this work for you to get the 5-number summary. Well, calculator will never just give you the 5-number summary. It gives you a lot more. And the way you do about doing this is first, let's clear the screen. You hit stat. Go to where it says calculate. 1 over. And hit 1 var stats, or 1 variable statistics. Hit enter. Tell it what your list is. If you have a frequency list where things repeat and tell you how many times the number is, it's a different way of typing it in. We'll go over that another time. Hit calculate, enter. In this case, it'll give you a more detailed list. First in list, which is x bar, is your mean, followed by the sum of all your x values, sum of all your x values squared, standard deviation for the sample, standard deviation for the population, the number of values in the list, your minimum value, your first quartile value. Go scroll down to get more values. scroll down enough until we have all the values on the screen. Then it gives you your median value, third quartile value, and your maximum value. And here's your 5-number summary from min to max. Is those 5 values are known as the 5-number summary. The calculator cannot find the IQR, but if you want to find its simple operations, so find the IQR. You take the Q3, subtract it from the Q1, so in this case 11.5 minus 6.5. You want to calculate everything, so 11.5 minus 6.5, and we get 5. This is important because what I'm going to show you now is how to make a box plot. And there's 2 different types of box plots. One which emphasize the outliers, one just don't. Okay? And usually you want the ones with outliers, and the IQR is how you calculate which values are outliers or not. So we get second, y equals to get the step plot. See right now it's off. We turn it on. And if you notice, there's 6 options of different graphs here. We want the box plots, which are options 4 and 5. 4 is with outliers, 5 is without. So let's first look at the one without outliers. You see the graph always hits zoom. Option 9 for zoom statistics, and it makes the window work perfectly just for you in valid dimension. One second, if that ever happens, it could happen. Go to window, make sure your dimensions work. 0 to 20, 0 to 400 scale. And let's look at our data. Make sure it's all there. And there's no other value somewhere else. So let's scroll type. Hit zoom. Option 9. Oops. Forgot to remove an equation. Give me 1 second. Y. Whoops. Let's make sure there's no equations in there. Okay. Now let's look at the graph. And there's your box plot. And if you want to go from one value to the next, you trace, and it starts at your median, goes to your next quartile, your maximum, and you go the other way, you get those values. And they even label them using the normal notation. Now, if you want to change to where you see the outliers, it's second. Y equals, go to your stat plot, turn it on, change it from the 5th option to the 4th option with outliers. Hit enter, tell you how you want your outliers presented as a square, as a plus sign. I like to do it as a plus sign. That's similar to the asterisk used in most data sets itself. There's a little dot and even a smaller dot. Just change the color. Just emphasis. Let's use magenta. Hit graph. Hit enter. Graph. And here's your data value. And if you'll notice, there's 3 outliers. And if you want to get them all, hit trace. Start at the minimum. Work way to Q1, median, Q3, X value, next outlier, and then call the last outlier, the maximum. But the range will be this value. That's this value, where the IQR, in this case, will be this value. So you notice the outliers are really being expressed. And that's how you use your calculator to create a box plot with outliers, box plot outliers, 5-number summary, complete statistical summary for one variable, and also how to use the calculator to get to individual values, which are all in this math column There's also other things you can do to list where you can sequence it and organize it and select certain values using these OPS ones. And if you want a video on this part, which is not that important for most classes, put a comment below. This is the video on using the calculator. I'm going to be making my next video going over how to work with storing a variable in the calculator and other uses of the calculator, mostly for statistics and geometry classes. If you want me to go over anything else in the video or any other topic, please comment below. Subscribe to this channel, like this video. This is Mr. Spy, signing off.